All right, Working Class Beer Reviews is looking at Budweiser Select. Budweiser Select came out. I'm looking online here. Really not sure. It came out in the early 2000s. I believe I was of age when this came out. Because it's supposed to be one of those newer style light beers. It's around the time Michelob Ultra came out. Michelob Ultra came out a little bit before this, I want to say. 99 calories. It says premium light beer, full flavored. So I want to say it's more like a full flavored Bud Light. I looked back here and I want to say this is almost like an emergency review because I saw this at Walmart, a 20 pack for $11. To me, that's telling me that they're trying to get rid of it. They're trying to clear it out. They did the same thing with Bud Dry back in the early 2000s, which I'm still sad that they got rid of Bud Dry. Michelob Dry is actually my favorite beer in the world that I've ever had in my life. When I look back here, it's not on Tap Into Your Beer either. So that's Budweiser's official site for all their beers. Tap Into Your Beer. You can look up all the specs and everything. It's not on there anymore that I can find. If you can find it, please let me know. But I just looked on my tablet here. Now I'm having to look on Beer Advocate, and it's telling me it's 4.3% alcohol. I really don't look at Beer Advocate or Rate Beer because they're so slanted towards craft beer, and they don't look at American adjunct lagers very evenly, I guess you should say. 4.3% alcohol. Brewed with 2-row and roasted caramel malt for a rich flavor and a blend of hand-selected premium American and Bavarian hops for balance and flavor. Budweiser Select spends approximately twice as long as regular beers in the brew house, which results in a lower carbohydrate and calorie content for after fermentation. So maybe it's double fermented, longer fermented. Maybe it's Croissant like Budweiser. So that's kind of, in a sense, it's almost the way dry beers were the same way. They fermented them longer to get rid of as much of the sugar as possible for fermentation. So with this, it's 4.3% alcohol, 3.1 carbs, and 99 calories. 99 calories on the front of the bottle. 3.1 carbs. People that are looking for a low carb beer like they do Michelob Ultra, it's 2.6. This is 3.1. If you can find it and it's cheap right now, get it. You're probably not going to see this much longer, is what I'm guessing. It's kind of got that cool bottle cap. Let's see if you can see that. I used to love having this back when I was more of a light beer drinker when I was younger. It hissed really good. It's a good amount of vapor coming off the top of that. When it comes to bottles, I like doing that. I've got this cool little Budweiser glass. Should be beer clean. I cleaned it the beer clean way to try to make sure it's all, go for a nice aggressive pour. Obviously, it's going to be very foamy with that kind of pour. You look at that. It's cool glass. I really like that. My cousin's got a Stroh's glass very much like this. Yeah, no bubbles. Sorry, it's a little dark in here. I wish I had more lighting. Just kind of keeping it quiet. So this is a premium light beer. This is probably would be on par with Michelob Ultra. And I'm surprised it's actually lasted as long as it has. When it first came out, it was wildly popular. I went to a Cardinals game about 2-3 years ago with some friends, and they got one of those suites where you got like the buffet of food and beer on draft and everything. They had Bud Select on draft, so I got to drink it on draft then. That was pretty cool there at Busch Stadium. So obviously it's probably even fresher then. I had that, and I had regular Budweiser on draft, which that's always a treat. If you're not a fan of Budweiser, you should really try it on tap. Especially if you live in Missouri, it's going to be super fresh. So it's gone down, but the head is retaining. Obviously, when you pour aggressively, that helps get release the carbonation. That's what you want. People talk about you pouring too hard, you're pouring too strong. No, you want that. You want it to have some head. You want it to carbonate and to release its flavors. I can see the bubbles rising to the top, not clinging to the glass, which apparently is the way it should be. So let's put a little more in here. Not a bad looking beer. It's nice and light, golden. Looks like a light American lager. It's at the same right ABV for it. It's a little lower in carbs and low in calories. Pretty mild aroma. Some barley malt. What's it saying? From what I can understand, if it says, oh, okay. If it used to say Budweiser, whatever, it would have rice in it. It would not have corn. Same with Bud Light. But like, this just said, this used to be called Budweiser Select, I think. Now it's just called Select, which kind of reminds me of Coors Extra Gold, which you never see around here. But one time I did go to Colorado and I saw it, and I was able to get some back in like 2003, 2004, something like that. But now it's just called Extra Gold. So this is called Select. It says full flavor, 99 calories, premium light beer from Budweiser. That's how it's said on the label. So I'm wondering if this is on the outs. So yeah, very normal beer. It's got a good head retention there, and it's clean. It's leaving a ring, which is what you want for the head. So yeah, just light smell as good as taste. Very, very light mouthfeel. It's not really, it's very clean. If there was a beer that reminded me of Bud Dry or Michelob Dry, this would be the closest one. Maybe that's why I liked it so much when I was younger. I used to love those dry beers, and I wish I could. A couple years back, I tried Asahi Dry for the first time, and it took me back. The aroma and the taste of it took me back. I hadn't smelled or tasted anything like that. Budweiser, if you're listening, which I highly doubt, bring back the dry beers. Bring back the dry beers. Yeah, it smells pretty good. It's got some sweetness. It's mildly sweet. It's not real. It's not like, I'm trying to think of what would be sweeter. Natural Light, it's got a sweeter taste to it, but it's very mild too, obviously. But it's along the same parameters. It's low carb, low ABV, in the 4%, just above 4% range maybe. So we're looking at a species that might be going extinct soon, but maybe I'll be eating my words when I see this a year or two from now, still on the shelves. But it's just, something's telling me when things go that cheap, especially at a store like Walmart, and it's, I saw the Best By date. It is September 13th of 2019, so next month. So maybe it could be a date thing. Maybe it's not going out. Maybe it's just it's getting close date, and they're like, we need to get rid of this. We're going to mark it down, which is fine. It's encapsulated in a cardboard box. It wasn't a 6-pack, it was a 20-pack. So it's not like I got a whole lot of light exposure and all. But yeah, if you haven't tried it, you might want to try it before it goes away. If you try it on a regular basis, then you really have nothing to worry about. If it's been a long time since you have reviewed this beer, fellow beer reviewers, look out for this. Look out for the Budweiser Select. Give it another go around just to say you did, just to refresh your memory, just in case, you know. Maybe I'm being all doomsday about this beer. Maybe I'm not. I don't know. But yeah, I think you'll enjoy it. Yeah, nice lacing. Look at that. Beer clean glass leaves good lacing. So, thank you very much for watching this working class beer review. Would be considered very much that price point of working class beer. So that's what we're really looking for. Good bargain, good quality, good flavor. Can't ask for much more than that. So thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, if you've ever had it before or if it's something you don't ever see anymore in your area. It's possible. And I will see you guys later.